Some Real Housewives of Atlanta fans have been worrying about Kandi Burruss and her relationship with Todd for a while now, while other fans insist that these two are just fine. But even if you clocked in late and only caught the tail end of Sunday night's episode and saw the teasers for next week's finale, you saw that tensions are definitely running high.
People, they'll take your money.
All right.
You have to watch people.
You want to argue or you want to have a good time? This on you.
You just can't even say I apologize.
I'll say sorry when I feel like it.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video. And today, let's discuss some pretty bad news about Kandi Burruss and how she just opened up about problems in her relationship that still has some fans of the show worrying if she and Todd could be the next Housewives couple headed for a divorce.
At a certain point, you got to say, you know what? I need this time with my family.
All the lessons I ever learned seem to have gone away in the distance.
We've had a couple moments where either you got on my damn nerves or I got on your nerves.
'Cause I'm scared that I am running out of time.
You know, I always felt guilty because I do work so much.
Asking God above to carry me to a quiet.
We've been so focused on success that we've become great business partners.
Right.
We love each other to death, but we just haven't had time to be happy together lately.
Todd and I are gonna work through this.
Y'all already know that we hardly ever hear any bad news about Kandi Burruss as it relates to her relationship with her husband, Todd Tucker, on the show. But if you watched the last two episodes, you saw that things are starting to look a little shaky at the Burruss Tucker camp.
Our friend group, there's been a lot of issues in relationships, and so I want to be proactive.
And I don't want to be the one that exaggerates any sad news about Kandi and Todd, and I have always been Team Kandi, but y'all, they are in a place in their marriage where they really have to figure some stuff out.
How much money do you want to make, girl? Like the money you already have, but how often does a great love come around?
As we talked about before, it's Kandi's hustle that has really earned her so much respect. So I can see why it's especially hard for her to let some of her jobs go to be more available for her family. But Kandi, girl, I'm sorry, but we really gotta figure something out.
So you've been gone a whole week, and then you come home, and the 2 days you have, you're working the whole time.
It made me feel so bad.
Yeah, it's so clear to me that Todd, Riley, and even Ace are so tired of Kandi being a workaholic.
Could y'all imagine if we had more babies?
No.
We still have 2 embryos. I don't feel right just leaving them in the freezer.
Well, I feel fine telling you to leave them in the freezer.
You used to say you wanted a little sister.
Yeah, that was until I saw how y'all were with children.
And I don't know, y'all. According to the IRS, I have never been a billionaire or even a millionaire in this lifetime. So I don't know how it feels to turn down these $1 million deals. But it seems like from Kandi's perspective, it has to be a really hard thing to do.
Like, you got it all. But how often do you get this beautiful dream family? Sometimes I wish that Mark was more like Todd.
And I know a lot of y'all were being so messy in the comment section talking about Kenya should be the last person that Kandi should be getting relationship advice from.
No, my bad.
But I'm with the queen on this one.
I know I'm not the one to give marital advice right now. But you don't want to end up like me right now.
What a mess.
But the thing is, Kandi isn't just like shamelessly choosing her career over her family. She's actually carrying around a lot of guilt.
I always felt guilty because I do work so much. But
Kandi,
everything I do, it's like I feel like it's helping everything that we're all trying to do.
That's the thing about Kandi and Todd's situation. That's not like every other situation we saw play out on Housewives. I mean, it's not like they're dealing with infidelity here or like something super bad. At the end of the day, Kandi is a provider and she's a dreamer, and you know, she just loves to work.
A lot of people don't understand. I help a lot of people. I'm the one who comes through for everybody when something goes wrong.
I know that's right, Kandi. She's basically pulling a good old-fashioned Beyonce, talking about, why did God give me all this talent? Why did he give me all these gifts? Why am I that?
Why did God give me this life? Sometimes it's overwhelming.
No, for real though. And I have to give Kandi some credit because up until these last 2 episodes, we haven't been seeing her doing all that crying, right? I'm just saying. Yes, if you watched the episode, you saw that Kandi and Ty decided to go to counseling, where they discussed their relationship struggles with a guy named Michelle with an adorable English accent.
Oh, where are you from?
London.
London.
I feel like anyone's problems could be solved listening to a Black person with a British accent for 1 hour. Yes, I really like Michelle, and for the rest of this video, I will try to have an English accent of my own.
You can't be at everything.
Yes, I get it. Todd is basically saying that Kandi has to do more to show her family that they are just as important as these jobs.
So if you value your career, then you prioritize your friends and then your family. I don't know if that makes total sense.
And I was glad that Kandi got into some things when she turned the tables and revealed that Todd actually works just as much as her.
You be gone a whole day too sometimes. He's working just as much. You doing the same thing you saying I'm doing.
I got a lot of heat in my last video about this topic, with some fans wondering if we were only really having this conversation about Kandi working so hard because she's a woman. And I was shook. Comment after comment, some of y'all had enough with this conversation, and I was reading the comments and you guys made a really strong point, with some fans commenting, men go crazy when they have to stay home and help with more child rearing. Why are women always told to stay at home and painted as a bad parent when they're making a living and being passionate in their career? Men never get treated like this. They're praised. Before another Housewives fan commented saying, I hate the double standards. Men leave off, that's cool, but a woman leaves to work, all hell breaks loose, ... He's not saying outright that he's neglected, but he's surely letting it be known in man form. And Island Barbie left me shook saying, Kandi is a workaholic, but let's face it, as a woman, we don't get the same credit as men. If Todd was the one working like Kandi, then everyone would be like, well, at least he got a job, and be grateful with the eye roll emoji. With another binge watcher keeping it real commenting, it's typical for a man to spend hours in his career to make money for the family. And the woman would be told to calm down and be grateful that she has a man that is working hard to build a legacy. Before another fan commented saying, Kandi is a popular, rich, independent woman. If she was a man, this wouldn't be a thing. And Susie clocked in for the discussion, commenting, it's hard to be a businesswoman. Men don't get scrutinized the same way when they are pursuing their passions. I feel bad that I didn't acknowledge this double standard in my last video, so what I want to say right now is it's just not my intention to ever offend my Black queens. Sometimes I talk about things that happen on the show and all I really focus on is the entertainment value, so I appreciate you guys bringing this to my attention, and I feel like it deserves a deeper conversation. So I stopped everything in the middle of me preparing this video to schedule a live video on Saturday night at 7 p.m. where I want some of my binge watchers to call in so that we can discuss some of your concerns about these toxic double standards in detail. Now, to be clear, this will not be a forum to drag people or participate in any kind of chaos. Instead, I really want to have a really cool conversation, so I want you guys to join me here on my channel and let's discuss this topic, and I cannot wait to take some of your calls. But for now, I just want to say that I hear you and I see you, and more than anything, I respect you. Now, let me finish this video before I get my wig snatched again. The next thing that left me shook was this part of the therapy session where Kandi shined light on a situation that happened involving their daughter Kayla, and how fans are feeling like Todd was being a little too harsh.
He wants to control what I do for Kayla.
Yeah, Kandi felt like for her birthday, she wanted to do something really nice for Kayla, and Todd just went and just like messed it all up.
Okay. I don't want to teach her that you get for doing nothing, even if it's your birthday.
It's her birthday.
That and I don't feel guilty about it.
I mean, I get it. Like I said, in my last video, early on, Todd got so much heat for allegedly being an opportunist, so I imagine that the last thing that he needs is for people to allege that he's wanting the gravy train to be benefiting his daughter Kayla too. Plus, he was probably already feeling some kind of way because they were having their issues before Kayla's birthday.
Todd and I definitely parent differently, which is not good to me. We're just gonna have to have good communication and do our best to work at, raising great human beings.
Yeah, this is the part of the episode where it went from being binge-worthy to cringe-worthy real quick, with fans of the show feeling some type of way tweeting. So, Todd doesn't want his daughter to be spoiled. Meanwhile, the other children are being spoiled in her presence. That's why she feels like an outsider. Before another Housewives fan commented, Todd fixed his lemonade lips to say, "You don't get a free handout, not even when it's your birthday." What the F are birthday gifts, Todd? Question mark. What are they? Question mark, exclamation point. Before Trey chimed in saying, "Todd, Zim, it's her birthday. Some things can be looked over for a day. Birthdays is a celebration of life, period. All that extra S can be set aside for another day." Before another fan tweeted, "Todd is so petty when it comes to his older daughter. Like, WTF? You wasn't in her life in the beginning." I haven't been reading the ... and the exclamation points, and it's throwing me all the way off because some of y'all be complaining in the comments. So let me start over and just be my authentic self. Todd's so petty ... when it comes to his older daughter, exclamation point, like WTF ... You wasn't in her life in the beginning ... How you don't want her spoiled, exclamation point, when she's never had a chance to be spoiled, exclamation point. Yes, I get it. Fans are feeling some type of way, and this teaser for next week ain't helping with nothing. But I feel like the worst part of all of this is knowing that Kandi ain't even been able to use her bedroom candy and put it to good use.
How is your life?
Not as good as it used to be.
Like we on some real like conquer the world stuff, and it's a gift and a curse.
I am so sad to hear about these problems in Kandi and Todd's relationship right now, but I still join Housewives fans in feeling like these two gonna be just fine. And from the looks of things, it looks like they are still willing to put in the work. Literally. Anyways, do you guys feel like we should be worried about Kandi and Todd ending up like some of our other favorite Housewives couples who didn't work out? Or do you feel like this is all a part of the work involved with being married? Thanks so much for watching this video all the way till the end. I really enjoyed this video, and I want to go ahead and shout out my Instagram buddy, King Bobby Dill, for that bop that I played earlier. I've placed the link in the description because I know that y'all be going crazy over the songs that I use. So check him out and stream the full track titled One Night Stand right now.
'Cause I'm scared that I am running out of time.
Thanks again for watching. I will see y'all bosses who don't need no man to hold y'all down, because if y'all want to get out here in these streets after this quarantine and get this money, nobody should stop y'all, because y'all are strong black woman binge watchers. On the next one.
Reaching out for something I can't see. Asking God above to carry me to a quiet place.